Neonic Void Productions presents.
I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Hi, what's good? What's poppin'? It's your DM, Devin. And this is Voidonica, a D&D podcast. Today I'm joined with the players. Who are you players? Who is everything? What is life? What is anything anymore?
Well, hello everybody. I'm Indigo. I play Leo, and as you can see, our DM is having a midlife crisis, talking about what is life and everything. The answer is
What is
42.
life?
And if he'd come up with an intro, he'd feel less concerned about it.
But then the shtick would just be over. And I've been on this shtick for like going on 2 years now.
You mean you've been using the same intro for 2 years?
The same, like, I don't have an intro. Yeah.
Yeah. You're like
The one that's
formerly
like,
known as
we're gonna
Prince.
do an ASMR intro, but then you don't actually do it.
I
And
don't.
you say you're going to.
Yeah.
And we're not holding this against you. We're just concerned, like, is
Look,
he actually
If
gonna do it?
anyone's going to do the ASMR intro, it's going to be Tyler.
Oh, I mean, you're right. You're right. With that voice, you're right. We could make money off that. You know, we need to market that voice, Tyler.
Should.
Just AI
Well,
capture
Indigo, if
his
it makes
voice.
you feel better,
I don't know about AI.
if it makes you feel
capturing it.
better,
No,
we
it's not
don't have an
AI
intro on
capture.
Bookwatchers.
Bookwatch isn't important.
Oh,
I'm not a part of
Damn.
Bookwatchers. I'm a part of this. It's the only intro. I care about.
damn.
Dude,
Damn.
Bookwatchers is like the highest grossing.
I know. I'm
It is
aware.
for whatever reason.
I'm aware.
I think that they're the most important right now, to be honest.
For
Not
whatever
gonna lie, I was just gonna-
ungodly reason,
I was just about to say, yeah, I'll just let the views
the
and
numbers
popularity,
say
the
it.
numbers speak.
Yeah,
I'll let the numbers speak for themselves.
For real.
Numbers can't talk.
Anyway, who are you
But
people?
they reveal the truth.
So we already got Indigo
Hi,
and
I'm Tim.
Leo.
I play Davy.
So, my name is Tyler, and I'll be playing the role of Tama.
My name is
Yeah.
Isaac, and I'll play Kobe.
Love Kobe.
My name is Juliet, and I'm playing Bubbles.
Love Bubbles. Love all these characters, honestly. Who's left? Is that everybody?
My name is my name is
yeah,
Jacob,
right.
and I'll be playing Freed.
The mutt would go last.
But, Devin,
Wow.
aren't you playing a character or two?
I mean, I'm the DM. I mean,
Sorry.
whatever NPC autoplay character there is,
He's our whole world.
I'm everything. I decide if you live today.
Ladies and
Oh, yeah?
gentlemen,
Yeah,
Devin
and I decide
identifies
if
as
I
the
die
problem.
today.
Oh, really now?
Yeah.
Is that how? Oh.
I'll wish myself right out of existence, sir.
You think the gods are going to grant that?
No, but a fucking fireball to the face will.
Not on my ship. Go do that out in the middle of the ocean.
A boom. A woof.
Don't you do it.
Load the trebuchet and launch him out into the ocean before he fireballs himself.
Could see of thieves.
Sea of Thieves it?
The Sea of Thieves.
Bill's small
So
enough,
we-
probably could get him into a big enough cannon.
Oh my god.
Launch the wizard.
Keep that in your guys' minds, ladies and gents and others. You
No.
never know when it might the opportunity of firing a character off in a cannon to get a one up on an opponent might become useful. That could be very useful. You never know.
Oh,
Just like imagine firing a wizard out of a cannon or like Bubbles, and then Bubbles enlarges, becomes twice her size
While
to
she's
just
in,
wreck shit.
while she's in the air, don't do that. Like when she's in the cannon, because that will.
Oh no. You
Let's
wait,
not
she would
break the
fire and then enlarge.
Yeah, let's not
Yeah.
break the cannon. That's not that's not something I would like to repair. It's gonna be
And-
too much money.
And honestly, you would probably have to put Bubbles in the bullet in the the ballista? The larger weapon?
Yeah.
The larger gun? Not the ballista, the oh my god.
I could just
Where
cast,
is this ship?
I could just cast reduce and then put her in, fire her,
There it
kill the
is.
spell in the air, and then Bubbles goes big.
While I'm here, I'm gonna go ahead and pin the ship's the Cruel Sun stats.
Yeah.
So we don't
Okay.
have to ever lose that. Ever lose that again. What's some top secret?
The
What?
A GIF.
Oh,
It looks like that movie.
oh, oh my god. So before we begin today's episode, Tiff,
No.
we mean no.
I don't want to do it no more.
It's literally your job.
I know. I know. It is. I know it's my job. I know. Okay. If you like this podcast, make sure you follow and rate us on whatever site you listen to your podcast. Share with your friends. New episodes get uploaded every Wednesday. Links are down in the description for other podcasts that are part of the Neonic family. Follow us on Twitter. Our handle is @VoidOnica. That's @VoidOnica. We also have a YouTube channel. Yay! If you are here
Yay.
from YouTube, hi, hello, welcome. Make sure you check out our other shows. They should be uploaded on here as well. Eventually, I know that only one of them is on there.
Well, about for right now, but about the time this goes up, there'll be at least 3,
Okay, so
if
like,
not 4.
most of them will
Yeah.
be up there by the time that this is
Yes.
up. So
Yes, because
Yay.
posting for this podcast as well as some of the others again will start up in August. So yes.
well, I meant like one other because I didn't know if you were gonna upload this one along with Spook because I know Spook's already on there.
Yeah, Spook, this one, Book Watchers, one other one, and maybe like
One other one.
Tia the God, something. But my goal is to get majority of them up and running again, posting in August. So if you're listening to this is probably like, God, I had to sit down and figure out what month would this be. But that, because I've already recorded, what, 4 episodes? now?
Anyway,
Anyway.
No, not more than that. But anyway.
Anyway, yeah, so make sure that you follow us. Again, everything will be down in the description if you want to check out anything else. We have fun here. Mints are going to be on the pillow and onto the game.
So, what happened last time? And whoever wins gets the 10 temporary hit points for the episode.
We blew up a Leviathan. Well, more like shrunk the Leviathan.
The Leviathan was made into a goldfish and then vanished.
you're welcome.
And
Mhm.
also, Freed got a new trident.
Free got their legendary weapon. Mhm.
I got a tooth.
Got a tooth. That's right. You got a tooth. If you could find somebody, you could do something with that tooth.
Don't we have an artificer on the ship?
Do we? No, we don't. Not yet.
Yes, we do.
Who? Who? Wait, is there an artificer? Did I know it? What?
Yeah, I vaguely remember you saying one of the crew members as an artificer.
Oh god, there's so many freaking
One of the
characters.
cannon,
I thought
the gunners.
One of the gunners. It's either
that was one of the females.
it's either Haley. I think it's Haley, or it would be Briggs. 'Cause
I know
it-
Haley's a wizard.
I thought
He's-
the artificer was the one in the crow's nest.
Was it? I know that one of them is an artificer because I remember being like, "Oh, bet! Like now we can put my handkerchief as a sail."
Okay. Okay. Yes. Yes. I'll have to look back at the episode, which one we were talking about, which one was the artificer. I'll look back on that episode. There's so many fucking characters. Because I need to sit down and make character sheets for everybody individually anyway. So, just in case. So yes, there is an artificer. I just don't personally remember which one it is at the moment, but I have the recording. It's there somewhere. So, I'll
So if we have
find
an
out.
artificer, can we make a fish cannon?
You could if the captain approves it. Yeah,
Oh, what cannon?
a fish,
a fish
cannon.
cannon.
Oh.
You fire off the fish.
It's just a vacuum.
Bats in the whole boat.
Fire in the hole.
Fire the tuna.
What?
Fire the shark. Could you imagine?
Oh my God, a
Sharknado,
shark
but with
cannon.
cannons. I love that. A shark cannon, that would be everything.
So she
Just
would have
load
to
Freed
catch
into a
it.
cannon
So-
and shoot him.
So last week, the Leviathan, right?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Is that it?
We killed the. Well, we didn't kill the Leviathan. We banished it, and
Yes.
then Davy yelled at the crew, went into her office. and
Gave everyone
then-
their job. No, that was that was the episode before.
Yeah, they already had their jobs, and then
Yeah, that was the episode before.
Leo and Davy had a conversation, and he gave her a map,
Yes.
and that's all I remember.
That's pretty much it. Because you went back to your quarters. Yeah, he gave you the map, and then he decided to vanish, vamoose, disappear. And then that was pretty much it. So, Davy and Freed,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you both. Because, Jacob, you're the other person that said all that, right?
Yes.
So, you both get 5 points. Split it. 5 temporary hit points each for today's session.
Yay.
Yay.
Huzzah.
Next week, I'll go up to 15.
And
And,
No,
Ye-
sorry. It like for some reason my hit points look kind of weird. I think with the level up it messed up my hit points.
let me see your hit points. What kind of hit points do you have in here? Oh,
You coming up a
Eight.
little short?
I had no. I mean, if you have to,
Shut your mouth. Shut up. Shut up.
to be fair, I had to go in and fix Freed's because Freed was all kinds of wonky. My
I
guy
appreciate it.
Freed
Are we
had
doing, wait,
under
hold on. Big question. Are we doing max?
always. I'm always max. Period.
That's why. Oh my god. I'm. I
It's
guess
always
long,
max for me.
It's the long rest. That's what it was. I was like, why does it seem like it's a lot slower than it's supposed to be? My long rest, whenever you press long rest on the character
Uh-huh.
sheet, it resets it to like the average hit points instead
Ah.
of having max. And I'm like, no.
That's fair.
No.
That's fair. But now, yeah, Freed over here, his AC was like 13, and his HP was under 100. And I'm like, hold the fuck up. This boy's a barbarian. What the fuck do you mean that his AC's 13? No, there's something fishy afoot. So I had to go in and like, okay, let's figure this shit out.
Yeah, no, my hit points was like at 50. And I was like, that
Oh.
doesn't seem right. And then I look and it's like, max HP is 117. And I was like, oh, yeah, that looks about better. Thank you.
Max 117.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to go in and figure out. Because Freed's is 116.
Do you want me to show you?
What's your con?
It's a +2. Hold on. Manage HP.
Huh.
Oh, it's not 117. It's the 17 because I got that the temporary. So max right now is 117.
I'm at 170.
What the fuck is going on with my shit?
That's weird.
Hold on.
Well, Free doesn't have any
Oh.
armor on.
It's
He
one.
actually just wears a pair of pants.
There we go. But why is it going up to 117? I think it's a thing that I have. One of my items.
Because on your roll 20, it's 83.
No. Well, I don't use my roll 20.
Huh.
I use my.
Okay.
I use D&D Beyond. I'll show you the link. I'll show you the link. Hold on. Okay. Anyway. I just DM'd you. I'm sending you the link. Where'd you go?
That's average. Is 115.
Okay.
Anybody else have any weird health glitches? You want to get off the table now?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. For at least HP. Oh, max HP is 112. Okay.
Yeah, sure. I have this rash, and it comes up on the.
God.
Got it.
Oh
Your
my
wounds.
lord, jeez. Your wounds. How to use the HP? Because I don't think that one. So average is 115. For max, that's an extra what?
Well, real quick, what character levels are you?
It's everyone should be level 11.
Yeah, but if in case they're multi-class, like what class are you?
I'm bald 10 fighter 1.
Okay, so which one did you take first? Bard or actually it doesn't matter. So 80, 90. You should be at 90 plus your con. What's your con mod?
+2.
Bars
Plus
hit
2?
by 8?
So 90 plus 22. So
12.
yeah, that's 112 because
So that's what
Bards-
I have.
yeah, bards are D8, so that's 8 times 10 for 80, plus
Okay.
10 for your fighter, and then 22 for your con mod.
All right, so we got a barbarian here that's level 11. His max HP should be what?
So
Okay.
that's going to be 12 times 11 plus con. So
12 times 11.
what's the con mod?
It's a 3.
So 30 plus so 132 plus 33. So 165.
Okay, cool. Great. There you go, Jacob. You got 165. I did it. Cool. Fix that. Got it.
Wow, Freed's a beefy boy, huh?
Because I ended up giving you the minimum from what I was looking at. Oh, that's the average. Oopsies. Because he had 115, 160, and I'm like, ooh, that's the average. No. What's max? Cool, 165 with a AC of 16. Cool. That should be everyone else's HP good. And at max.
Yes.
See.
Presumably, yes.
Okay. Just want to make sure it's Gucci. All right. So again, where we left off. Oh, that HP, Leo. My God. Anyway.
Oh, it's so low.
Where we left off. It's so low. Huh.
Shh. Leave me alone with my low HP.
Yeah, it's so low. So little. Such a little man. Where we left off last time with Davey was giving a map. in her captain's quarters by Leo as he made a fabulous exit. And the map, Davey, is to an island known as Myla, which is in, if you look in the Discord that we have for the campaign 2 maps, you can find a map of the island.
Uh-huh.
There's only one current empire or nation on said island. It's known as the Empire of Germania.
Uh-huh.
And everywhere else is known as the Dark Wood. The capital of said empire is Vilton is the name of the capital where is ruled by a queen, but that is all the information you have so far. You are probably about a day or two's journey away from said island at the current speed you are going. If you really haul ass in the morning, you could probably get there by the end of the day. If you haul ass.
Okay.
Otherwise, it'll probably take like a day and a half to get there.
Okay.
So, what is everyone doing tonight? Do y'all have the players? Do you have anything you want to do during the night, or do you want us to get just straight to the next morning? Or does the captain want to do anything before everyone like does their jobs or go to bed or whatever? You have anything you want to do before the next morning?
I'm having a Disney moment in the mess hall.
You're having a Disney moment in the mess hall? What do you mean a Disney
I've
moment?
animated all the pots and pans to make me dinner. To make myself a snack.
Make yourself a snack.
The
Okay.
cook should be down there.
He's terrified.
He is. He's that's like, oh. The cook is which one? Who's the cook?
The cook is can't find it.
Briggs was the cook.
Briggs was the gunner.
Briggs was the gunner.
Master gunner. Oh, show.
Show, got it. Show the half orc.
Yes.
Show, or he's your half orc or full orc? Half orc.
Apple.
Half orc show. Yeah, he's down there. He walks in because he hears ruckuses in the kitchen area, and he's like, "What the fuck?" He walks in there. He sees all these objects moving around, and he kind of just looks at Leo, and then kind of just slowly just backs out and leaves. He's like, "I'm done. I'm not dealing with that."
Leo's like Slav squatting on the table while all this is going on around him. Looking like Patches from Dark Souls, just squatting on top of the table while his food is being made. And they're singing. Singing Food Glorious
Having
Food.
a VR guest.
Oh no, it's Food Glorious Food.
Glorious food. Oh God.
See, I
Oh,
was half expecting you to say they were singing VR guests.
that's what I was expecting.
Okay, they're singing VR guest.
Yes, VR guest.
Oh no, they're singing
A variation.
No. They're singing the song from Little Mermaid, the one that the chef sings when he's about to cook Sebastian.
Le Poisson.
Le Poisson. Oh no. Oh God, what poor unfortunate crab is Leo trying to cook today?
Poor unfortunate soul.
Awaken the crab just
Love
so it
that.
can die in the pot.
Oh my god.
No. Anyway, so that's happening. What is everyone else doing?
Going in the kitchen and telling him to shut up because the pots and pans are loud.
Okay, so you walk down under the ship, and you see Sho is kind of just standing there, just watching all the pots and pans and shit just dancing around magically. And you see the scene with Leo.
I'm just like, do you have to be so loud? Why are there so many pots and pans moving?
Okay, Leo, is that hypnotic pattern that you're casting?
Yes, it is.
You create a twisting pattern of colors that waves through the air inside of a 30-foot cube within range. pattern appears for a moment and vanishes. Each creature in the area sees the pattern must make a wisdom saving throw, and on a failed save, the creature becomes charmed for the duration. While charmed by this spell, the creature has 0 speed, incapacitated, and the spell ends for an infected creature if it takes any damage. All right, well, I mean, Bubbles, roll me a wisdom save. See if you get hypnotized by this pattern.
No, hold on. Sorry, wrong thing. There we go.
And for wisdom, you roll basic roll, right? Flat roll? Or
Is this a charm effect or?
This is a charmed effect, yes.
So I think I might be in 1 second. Let me. You have immunity to the charmed and frightened condition.
Are you raging?
While you are
Or
raging.
not raging?
While you're raging. Yeah, I'm not raging. So, what does it do
12.
again?
So you become charmed if you were to fail. You're incapacitated and your speed drops to 0. So
Oh,
you kind of
hypnotic
just
pattern.
stand. Huh?
Oh, I didn't realize what spell you cast. It was hypnotic pattern. Yeah, so
Yeah, hypnotic pattern.
I'm just dazed.
You're dumbfounded by this beautiful
You are in
pattern.
a sense of childlike wonder and amazement at what's going on. It's like watching The Little Mermaid for the first time. Any Disney movie for the first time. And then I will do that, finish, make my very elaborate sandwich, and poof, disappear. A puff of fur and just Disney magic.
And I'll make that even better. As right before you poof, you have this dramatic moment where you raise the sandwich to the sky like it's some godly sent sandwich, and all the pots and pans are floating around you. And when you poof, and the hypnotic pattern ends, the pots and pans fall to the ground, making a loud ass noise that echoes throughout the ship. Pots and pans, plates, all just fall to the ground.
What just happened?
Hey.
Oh, I don't
Sorry.
care about this anymore, and I'm just gonna walk away.
I'm gonna run to investigate the sound.
So you run downstairs. You run below you, Davey, and you see Joe just kind of like walking around going, my pots, my pants. And he's slowly just picking them up. And you just see this mess of just pans and broken plates.
There is a plate that is eye level with Davy that has a little sandwich on it that has a little toothpick with a little piece of paper that says Davy.
Oh my god. I don't trust that. The player doesn't trust that. What the bloody hell is going on down here?
Joe stands up, pops his back as he's does not want to bend over and pick up stuff from the floor because he has to pick up pans and pots and glass and shit.
No.
He's like, it
It wouldn't have broken anything. It would have just been the pots. And,
it would just been the pots. Okay, he's picking up pots and stuff. And he's like, it was the wizard captain.
Wait, does everybody know that he's a wizard?
yes, thanks to you.
Oh, yeah, thanks to you. Yeah,
You're welcome.
it was the wizard captain. He animated my pots and pans and had them dancing around. As he grunts and grumbles as he goes around picking everything up.
Well, I guess this is just going to be a common occurrence then. Do you need any help?
He politely shakes his head, says, no, Captain, I got this. You go enjoy the rest of you go. I'm sure you have plenty of other stuff to need to take care of currently. So I got this, Captain.
Okay. I nod and
he says if you need any food or drink throughout the night or whatnot, just don't hesitate to ask or wake him up if needed, if you need something made or brought up to you.
she says thank you. Don't stay up too late. We have a long day tomorrow.
Aye.
And I start checking like all the other stations and seeing if there's anything that needs extra hands.
Okay. So you walk around the ship and everyone seems to be doing their thing. They're supposed to be. Now during the night there is I would assume there would be a skeleton crew kind of just patrolling the ship, and it would alternate throughout the nights. So it wouldn't be the same people every night. But everything seems to be Gucci, nothing out of the ordinary. Everyone's perfectly fine doing their thing. It's quiet on the up above on the ocean as the ship is sailing through. What is everyone else doing? Tama, Colby.
I'm contemplating whether I'm part of this crew and I'm having the produce flame out, or if I'm visiting somebody. What Scarlet? I was like, what the fuck is her name?
Scarlet? Oh, you want to have a moment?
Like, hey, how'd you do with sailing the ship? That missed.
That missed. How are you doing? Scarlet would be at the helm of the ship, kind of just guiding it while getting everything set so she can go hit the hay for the night. As she's waiting for someone to kind of take her spot and just make sure it keeps on track. It would be I don't know. We could have literally anybody. Who's a oh god, has a job that? Which one of the crew members has a job that can fit really anywhere? I guess if that makes sense. A kind of catch-all.
Mate.
Free
me.
hands.
Oh, free.
Need deckhands.
Deckhands?
Yeah, so Boffus.
Okay, Boffet. Oh no, poor Boffus. Okay, cool. So she's up there with Boffus explaining the direction to take and make sure it stays on course. And Boffus is like, okay. Can you explain this to me one more time, please? And she's just like, so she's explaining to him how this works and what direction to take and make sure the ship stays on course. And he's like, okay, cool. And she's like, do you have this? And he's like, yeah. He's like, and she's like, are you sure? And he's like, yes, ma'am. Yeah. Okay, keep this direction. And he points off to the west, and she's like, she moves his arm to the north, that direction. And he's like, oh, right. Yes, I got it. So, and she's just like, God's help us. As she walks down from Boffus, and she sees you, Tama, because I'm assuming you were waiting for her, correct?
Well, let's say I'm like on security detail or patrol, and we just happen to bump into each other.
Oh, you happen to bump into each other? Oh.
It's a coincidence, nothing more.
Coincidence, sure, okay.
Careless Whisper starts playing
You
in the
bump into her.
What?
Kiss the girl.
Careless Whisper starts blaring. in the
Sha-la-la-la. The seagull, sha-la-la-la.
No, they'd be that.
Fucking stop.
Kiss the girl, whoa. The fish, whoa.
We are not
Affiliated by Disney, but please,
We're
Disney,
not
if you're listening, sponsor us. I'll take some Disney money.
that Disney.
Do you really want to get in bed with Disney?
I mean, why not?
Maybe.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of work.
They're moving Disney World.
Potentially. I don't see that happening, but potentially.
It's like, I know I don't have.
That'd be too much work.
To what Tama's doing.
So you bump into Scarlet. What do you say? How are you going to start the conversation?
I don't really know the icebreakers.
Exactly.
Good
Started
evening.
exactly like that.
Like, I
As
don't
you-
say
as
good evening.
you-
I say everything I just said.
And as you do that, she's like, "Hi, hi would be a good thing to start off with, Tama."
Well, hi then.
She's like, "Hello." And she goes, "How's your night been? Been seeing that you have been doing security, kind of patrolling the ship. How's that been going for you tonight?"
I mean, the little kitsune fire things keep me company.
You see the little fire in the background. They almost have like, they don't talk, Avi, but like they kind of just like, ooh. They kind of huddle together, going, "Oh, ooh."
They give them like that glare side. I just like don't.
They you could obviously feel them looking at side eyeing at both of you and then side eyeing each other. And if they could smile, they would smile and be like, "Oh my god, are they gonna? Oh my god, look at them!" If they,
Bombastic side eye.
if the flames could talk, they would spill the tea. So yeah, she's asking how your night's been, and then she goes into a rant on how, like, God, she hopes Boffus has it under control. Because you look up behind her and you see Boffus kind of just like, kind of frantically looking. She's like, "Yeah, huh?" And he's just steering the ship. And the ship for a second kind of goes, vroom, kind of flums over a little bit because he kind of steers a little too far to the right, and he fixes it. It goes back on route.
Does anybody lose their step? Like
It's nothing drastic, but it's more like, whoa.
Or
Like the equivalent of seeing a cardboard box in the road and you have to swerve to
on
miss
all
it.
of
Yeah.
on all of shows pans again.
And you're, my pants! I just picked them up.
The cabbages.
And you just hear from the top deck, "Ah!"
The cabbages.
Can I sneak up behind Bopus?
My
Yes.
cabbages.
Yeah, so you pop up behind Boffus, Bubbles. What do you do?
I'm gonna just like sneak up behind him,
Huh.
and I'm just going to like put my hands on his shoulders like real hard and be like, better keep it steady.
And he's surprised. He's surprised. He's like, "Yes, ma'am." He does like the hand to his forehead salute. He's like, "Yes, ma'am." It's like stiff as a board and just,
Your hands are not on the wheel.
"Yes, they are."
I thought you said they were saluting.
Yeah,
Like,
well, one
both hands on the wheel.
One hand. Like, "Ah!"
Oh.
And he kind of just grabs on like death grip, just like stiff as a board, and kind of just steers the ship.
I'm just gonna pat him on the back really hard and be like, "It's fine. You're doing fine. Just watch out for that rock up ahead."
He's like, "What rock?" And Scarlet looks up, sees all that, and she's like, "Oh, God, he's gonna have us killed." I hope your night's going better than this. I hope you're not having any problems with any other crew. As Scarlet says to Tama.
No problems here.
Good.
I'm sure he'll be fine.
I mean, I want to say the phrase, "What's the worst that can happen?"
Fucking a huge ass storm rolls in.
A storm rolls in, or the moon comes back and something falls out the moon into the ocean. Again.
Oh shit! Here we go again.
Here we go again. No, she's just like, "God, I hope so." So, and she's like, "So what do you plan on doing for the rest of the night? Because unless you're doing security all night, Tama."
Is that dependent on like what the player want, or is that dependent on like, okay, here's
Well,
the schedule, so
the
you
captain do you want to be part of the night crew? Because it's going to alternate throughout the crew every night. So if you want to do the first night of like an all-nighter type thing, you could if you want. If not, you don't have to. You could say that you're just waiting for your replacement to come back, which we could choose somebody else.
I'll do the replacement option.
Got it.
It was just like early night patrol, and then someone shows up and like, okay, they're gonna be up until like the dawn shows up.
So we'll say like Tundra, the other half work, is replacing you. Because we might have it where the crew members all have their certain jobs, but some of them are kind of, everyone dabbles in a little bit of everything. They're not clueless on, so not everyone's clueless on everything. Avi. So yeah, Tundra will replace you. And then as you guys continue talking, Tundra comes up and he's like, and he takes up your spot as you can now retreat for the night and do whatever you want to do with Scarlet, or if you want to retreat back to your bed or whatnot. So it depends on what you want to do. If you want to talk to, if any of you guys want to talk to a deity of any kind, you're more welcome to do that as well. Just let me know. So you got a bunch of stuff.
I
y'all
see
can
you
do.
dropping hits. I might want to have a conversation with Winter and Soul at some point, but we don't have to
Okay.
expound
That's fine.
upon it.
That's fine. I have everything planned for everyone that has a deity. I have planned something for every single person just in case. So keeping that in mind for anyone that has a god or some entity they speak to. Keep that in mind. I plan for everything. So, what are you and Scarlet gonna do?
I mean, we could talk the night away, or if
Oh, you want to talk?
maybe like late at night, it'll be like, okay, I gotta go to sleep for real.
Oh, okay.
And maybe there's a dream where it's like, okay, here's Winter and Soul. How have I disappointed them?
Okay. All right. Sleep. All right. Cool. So you, so Tom and you and Scarlet kind of just find a nice little quiet spot and you talk the night away for a few hours, and then you guys, as the night continues, you guys eventually head off to bed. Do you go to your own bed, or does somebody come with you, or do you go with somebody else, Tama?
I go to my own bed out of social ignorance.
Oh,
And
got it. So as you're walking back, Scarlet's like, so my bed's over here. It's on the opposite end from yours.
And I'm just
It's
like,
like, I'm gonna go bed over here.
I'll keep
And
that
she's
in
kind-
mind. And then I
And she's
go back to my spot.
yes, like she's kind of hinting, and you're just, I'll keep that in mind. She's like, oh, okay. And
You got
she's
to
like,
drop more hits than that for me to pick up on it.
and she's like, good night, Tama. And she's kind of just looking confused, like, what?
The
She's
she's
like,
like,
damn.
I think, or is he just this stupid? And I'm like, it's the second one.
not me about to play Kiss the Girl.
It's the girl. Full with the crab and everything. Leah's
Just-
a crab.
But then as soon as like he says, "I'll keep that in mind," and walks away, you just hear the record skip a beat. It's like,
And then you hear the birds outside. Did he do it? Damn it! Come on!
Pain and panic.
damn it, we practiced for 2 hours.
Yeah, you just leave Scarlet kind of dumbfounded. She's like, what? Okay. Good night. She just turns around and just goes to her quarters to go to bed. Confused as all hell. Tama, hopelessly confused,
He's in blissful ignorance.
did not catch the hit.
More
Blissful
like he's kind
ignorance.
of, yeah, blissfully ignorant. I don't know if he's confused. He's just like, okay, I know where she sleeps, so I guess if I ever need her for like an emergency or something, I'll be sure to know where to look
And
first. And then
air
I go back
quotes.
to my spot.
Air quotes, an emergency. Oh no, I need I need some attention.
I need to borrow sugar. Can I use your sugar?
Give me some
It's
sugar.
like, yes, exactly.
Oh my god. Oh, Tama. All right, so you go to bed and you have a thing with a god. Cool. Before we get into that, Who has not had a moment? Freed and Colby and Bubbles, what are you doing for the rest of the night? Are y'all, any of y'all going to bed? Is anyone staying up all night? What's happening?
So Freed is at okay, so oh god, I gotta learn my ship lingo. The very front of he's on the top deck, and
On the bow.
he's right here. He's right here. Gonna move him.
Okay.
At the bow.
And
You're at the
he's
bow.
I'm at the bow, and he has Caspian summoned, and he's
Okay.
just. I guess he's just getting to know the living weapon because. So does Caspian talk, or does he just communicate by like feeling?
Caspian can communicate with you telepathically.
Okay.
So you can have conversations with him. The only people that can communicate with Caspian is the person that's holding him. So if someone else were to hold the weapon and Caspian deems it so, Caspian can communicate with them if whoever's holding it. So for you, he's only communicating with you, and no one else would technically know that's a living weapon unless you reveal it. Now they do see that the blade looks like it's almost made out of water and like constantly moving waves, but most people can toss it up to, oh, it's just a magical trident, because everyone got some form of magical weapon or magical item of some sort. So no one else would know that's technically alive unless you give that away and tell somebody. But that'd be on you if you let anyone know. Otherwise, Caspian will just talk with you.
Okay, so I'm just asking Caspian some questions, like just to get an idea of like Romulus, like so I guess like so I'm just gonna do this in character.
Yeah, go for it.
Caspian, right?
And you hear a very almost sounds like a teenager. Yes, that is my name.
So so if Caspian's basically a teenager, then
boy, yeah.
He and Freed are pretty much the same age because Freed is still a teenager.
Yes, they're more around about the same age. Yes. Oh, as far as
Right,
if that's the case, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so do you have any idea why Romulus chose me? Like, why me?
You hear silence, and then Caspian says, I don't know why you were chosen. I got a feeling that awkward silence. Oh my god, these gifs! I miss these gifs in the Discord while we're playing. Listeners, you can't see these, but let me tell you, if the Discord could talk. Oh god. Where was I? I don't know what Cassie's like, I don't know why you were chosen, but I had a feeling in an image of the person that I was destined to be wielded by, and it happened to be you. I didn't know who you were, but with the help of my father, we found you sailing the seas.
Okay. So I'm supposed to protect you, right?
Yes, you are the Fisher King, the protector of this.
Okay. Which, I respect that, and I'm certainly going to do my best. But who am I protecting you from? Or what am I supposed to protect you from?
Again, awkward silence. from anyone that would misuse me. The idea from what my father tells me is a person good of nature should wield me to make sure I don't fall to corruption.
Okay, over the table. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. With the direction I'm taking Freed, that's ladies and gentlemen.
You're spoiling yourself.
Evan, cut
Stop.
that out.
I'm taking that part. I'm taking that part out.
Okay. Anyway. Okay.
I am to be wielded by somebody pure of heart and good of nature. If I fall, that's dangerous for the seas.
All right then. Well, while I have you here, let's get to know each other. Let's see what you can do.
As you say that, the trident glows a nice pretty blue, kind of like, you know those images of the algae that glow in the dark
Yeah.
on some show? I can't remember what those algae are called, but they glow in the dark or whatnot. You see like the pretty
They make-
green hue
make
or
the
whatnot.
sand glow when you pick it up.
Yeah, the trident glows like that.
Okay.
So you spend your night messing around with the weapon, figuring out what it can and cannot do and stuff. I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Cool. So you spend the night kind of bringing a weapon around, and you're finding out a few things about what it can do, as well as you ask Caspian a bunch of questions like, what can you do? For the listeners, you'll find out in combat, but yeah, so you spend the night getting to know Caspian as a weapon and a living thing. It addresses itself as an object and a person. And it's a living weapon, yes, but you kind of get the vibe that there's something more to Caspian than just being a weapon. But but obviously you're not quite sure on what's going on completely. Like you're kind of like you're missing a couple important pieces, but you feel that you'll discover them as you wield Caspian. So there's reasons and things that you don't know, but you're not too worried about it. Like, everything will reveal itself in time, because there's some things Caspian doesn't even know about itself. I mean, he's young. And he refers to himself as he as well. He and or it. Because again, it refers to itself as a person and a weapon and an object, so it's very weird.
Like it doesn't know itself.
Like it doesn't know if it because it says it acts like a person, obviously, and refers to himself as he, but at the same time, it's confused on why it's like this, because obviously he's a weapon, he's an object. So he's confused about himself as well. So you both are kind of just like learning as you go, because Caspian doesn't know everything about itself or himself either. He just remembers one day being made, and his father and him traveling the seas to find a wielder, and he found you. He tracked you down and decided that you will be the Fisher King and protect the weapon. And for those of you listeners who don't know, the Fisher King is an Arthurian lore reference It's the protector of the Holy Grail, blah, 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 if you don't know.
You should put that at the end.
Put that at the end of the episode?
Yeah, edit it in later.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, no, that sounds like a good idea. Yeah. But, yeah, so, Freed, are you going to be doing that for the night? Or are you going to bed?
Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna be practicing I'm gonna just practice with the trident
Mhm.
for now.
Okay.
For a couple more hours, and then he's gonna go to bed.
Okay. All right, so you'll be doing that for the night. Next up. Who's next? Colby and Bubbles. Who wants to go next? What y'all doing for the rest of the night before we go over the Tama?
Go ahead, Bubbles. I'm waiting to wait until the very last person.
I mean, Bubbles is probably just going to go up on the top of the deck,
Huh?
find a decent spot,
Huh?
probably watch all that stuff with the Caspian and the weapon happen, and
Mhm.
just be like, what did I get myself into?
You just see him kind of looking at the weapon, almost like he's talking to it, but no one's saying anything. And then he gets up and starts swinging it around, trying to figure out what the weapon does. But to you, it looks like it's awkward. It's awkward watching from outside perspective because you're not hearing the conversation that's going on in their head. So you're just like, that's a weird one.
I'm probably just going to find myself in the crow's nest.
Okay. You're
And
gonna
then-
fall asleep or stay up all night.
I'm probably going to stay up most of the night.
Okay. Okay. And Colby, what you doing?
Okay. So, similar how I did a walkthrough when I first got on the ship,
Uh-huh.
I'm basically going to do the same thing, except a little different this time.
Okay.
I'm going to activate my all-seeing kitty form.
Okay. Bet. True sight.
And
Yep.
I'm basically, going to be going around and taking just a look at everyone just to see if there's anything I need to keep an eye out. I'm going to do it stealthily too, so...
Okay. Roll me. Oh. Okay.
I don't have
28.
heavy armor.
Oh, you don't have any armor. Okay.
I
So,
don't know why that's...
so 28. Yeah, you stealthily just walk around and you kind of use your true sight, your kitty sight, and you kind of just observe everybody.
So, specific people I'm curious about.
Uh-huh.
What do I see when I look at the sword and
When you
Freed.
see the Trident and Freed,
or trident? Yes.
you see when you see Freed, you don't see anything. Well, oh, oh gosh, oh, I didn't even think of that. Okay, with Freed, you see him as he is, the big humanoid wolf, but something seems a bit weird about him. You can't quite put your finger on what it is because he doesn't look out of the ordinary or anything, but something seems weird. You can't really tell the difference of what you're looking at because you see Freed as you normally see him, but there's something going on there that you can't quite figure out. Now the trident, you see Caspian. The blade is again formed from what looks to be moving water waves, and there's a lot of magic coming from this weapon. It's radiating like this powerful aura of magic and power, and you feel a sense of the ocean from it, but as well as it's living. You kind of get the vibe that something's going on with it. Like, you're not sure exactly what, but you're like, there's something real weird and interesting going on with this weapon. It's exuding a force that's very similar to life. Because when you look at people, you can see like their aura. You can see like an aura around them that shows like, hey, these are living people, and that's what you learned. Every living thing has these type of aura and energy around them that kind of correlates to them living. This Trident is showing the same thing. Because Freed hasn't said anything about Caspian being alive, but you're seeing is the same thing that you see with every person on this boat.
Right.
So that kind of weirds you out too. Those two are very weird.
Interesting. Okay. Who was next? I guess Bubbles is closest. So anything interesting to see about Bubbles?
Bubbles, as you're climbing on the ship, you get on top of the crow's nest, one of the crow's nests, and you look down at Bubbles as you're on the railing. Bubbles, nothing weird, really with Bubbles. She's a normal orc. I mean, she's not hiding anything as far as like her shape or form or anything of that nature.
I am carrying a tooth though.
She is carrying she has a big old tooth around in her arm from the Leviathan. It's a very large Leviathan tooth.
Oh.
But nothing weird or things are wee-woo flags about.
That's not weird. Not at all. Okay.
Yeah, not at all.
I guess I'll just go through the crew then, and just to make sure there's nothing alarming or like that I need to kind of keep an eye out on.
So, everybody in the crew seems perfectly normal except for 3 people. Well, 4? Question mark? So, going through them, Boffus, he's driving the ship currently, keeping it on course. When you look at him, the aura that's coming from him is almost as bright as the moon in the sky. Like it's shining light, and it's not blinding, but you're just like, oh, shine like a diamond. Yeah, You're like, that's weird. Okay, and then you move over to the captain. And nothing really seems that weird about the captain, except for the fact of like she's surrounded by this thick purple aura that's almost like when you look at her, you don't really see her. You see like this thick smoke. That's her aura that's kind of surrounding her. And then for a split second, you think you see a spark of lightning, but you're like, nah, I'm not seeing nothing. It's just really weird. Her aura is just like a deep purple and real thick.
Okay.
Who's next?
Check your phone.
Roll me. Oh. Somebody is sending me something. Oh, what could this be? Okay. All right. So you're walking around the ship and you come across, you go on your deck, you see Sho, the cook, normal. You see Leo. Lots of magic going on there. You do see something on this person. You see an object that's on his person that is can't quite visual on it because he's hiding it, but there's something.
No.
There's a.
That. He's hiding inside of it.
He's hiding in. Oh, he's hiding inside of it.
Leo's
oh,
out there.
Leo's not there. So So we see
It's,
what, a briefcase?
The chest that's like right here. Right where
All right, so you would see a chest that excludes very powerful magic, and yeah, okay, cool,
That's it.
cool. I'll edit that out. You would see when you go down there, you see show, and then the back you see a chest that is showing lots of magic coming from it. And like, where the fuck did this come from? And then you kind of just like, okay, cool, whatever. And then you kind of go on.
Yeah.
And then you go over to Scarlet and Tama. Who do you want to see first? Because they're on opposite ends of the second level in their
Scarlet.
beds. Scarlet. So you walk over to Scarlet and you see her as she truly is, not a human, humanoid fox, a vulpus, kind of like Tama presents himself, but you see through the humanoid illusion, and you see a red furred humanoid fox that's hiding behind the illusion of a human, a human woman.
Yeah.
You see her nine tails that she's hiding. They're kind of empirical. So they're kind of just floating around there within the illusion.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll get to that. I got something planned for you, Juliet. Next, Tama. When you get to Tama, you see the humanoid vulpus form that he normally sees, and you see that he has two tails currently. But the more you look at him, something seems wrong. You see underneath his jaw, right at the base of his jaw, where his jaw and neck meet, you see what looks like a line there, and you swear you see teeth, like another mouth at the base of his jaw where his jaw and neck meet. Like there's another mouth there.
Oh,
And that kind of alarms you a little bit.
yeah. Okay.
Kind of alarmed me. I forgot I had that.
Yeah. Kind of alarms you a little bit. You swear you see teeth for like a split second, like it's like the mouth is breathing like he normally is, but you're just like, ha. Cat stops, narrows eyes, backs up slowly. You're just like, keep that for mental record. Because when you're not in your all-seeing kitty cat form, you don't notice, you don't see it. But with this, you see it.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing wrong with Tama you see is that. And that's pretty much everybody on the ship. Everyone else seems normal. Oh, okay. So, roll me a. What would I roll? Roll me a would it be perception? Because I don't want to say what I'm trying to have you roll for, because I don't want to give it away.
You want me to just roll a d20 and then you can look at my modifier?
Yes. Roll a d20 and I'll look at your modifier. I don't want to give away what I'm trying to have you roll for.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, you don't see anything. It's fine.
Okay.
So you're looking around and nothing else seems out of the ordinary. And yeah, so what do you plan on doing for the rest of the night?
Well, keep in mind the things that he's seen. And yeah, he'll go and end the night. We'll go to bed.
Okay. Are you going to go to bed as your ginger cat or back in your humanoid or your tabaxi?
Tabaxi form. Yeah.
We'll see. You can turn back into a tabaxi. And you head off to bed. So, everybody that's, so Tama, Colby, Bubbles, and Davey. Davey, are you going to bed or are you staying up?
Who is everybody else going to bed?
Well, there's some people that are staying up, like Freed's staying up, and then some of the other crew members are going to be up for the all-night shift. But what is Davey doing? Is she going to bed eventually?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm just
So,
like-
so Tama, Colby, Davey, and Bubbles, roll me a d20.
That's a 10.
All right, so Davey's 10, Tama's 15, Juliet's 19, and Isaac is, or Colby is a 6. Okay, cool. So we're going to do Juliet, Tama, Davey, then Colby. Will be the order we're going to do this. Juliet, as you were sleeping, you are having a dream, a nightmare. A nightmare of a nightmare of the events of your clan, the village you are from, being destroyed. You don't see it because your backstory is that you come from a village that was destroyed by a dragon, and you're looking for something to destroy said dragon, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So you are reliving those last moments in the village as everything is in fire and flame, and people are screaming and running as the ground shakes, and what looks to be mountains are a big, because you're at the base of a huge mountain, and it's almost like the mountain is moving. You and your tribe know this mountain by its name, but you also know it as the Mountain Father. This is the largest mountain, and the thing, the dragon that gave birth to all the mountains of the realm you are from, the realm of dragons, which is named, let me look at my lore because I wrote this, because luckily I have this written down. Dragonium. In this realm, this is the largest mountain, and your village happens to be at the base of it, as well as others on the other side of the mountain. But for whatever reason, this mountain, soon to be the Allfather, soon to be thought to be asleep, wakes up, and the mountain looks like it's moving, and it destroys everything as it kind of gets itself up out of the ground, lifting up earth and destroying everything as it's coming up. So you're reliving the last moments of your tribe as you're trying to run away from this catastrophic incident of trauma. And you get swallowed up in the smoke of earth and fire, and you stand there in the midst of the rubble as the last one standing. Of course, you know this as you were the sole survivor of the destruction of your village, and that's what starts you on your journey. As this nightmare concludes, you look in the distance and you see this mountain that now you see as the dragon, Drakus, the Allfather, the Mountain Father, moving, destroying whatever it's in his way. And then you wake up with rage. You'll be raging. Now, in your fit of your rage, are you going to do anything as a reaction of your fit of your rage?
Do I recognize I'm still on the ship?
Yes. You look up, and when you wake up, you see that you're staring at the sky from the crow's nest, and your body almost like a reaction goes into rage.
Okay, if I recognize I'm still on the ship, then I'm just knowing that I'm incredibly mad. I just had a traumatic nightmare. I'm probably just going to jump off and go and dive into the water, just kind of calm myself.
Okay. So as you dive into the water, everyone that's up's going, what's going on with Bubbles? You hear like the rumbling of you getting up, and then they're all looking up, and they're like, what? Bubbles is like, hello. And he sees you dive into the water, and one of the crew members goes up to Boffus like, should we be worried? And I'm like, and Boffus is like, no, I think she'll be fine. Keep an eye on her though.
I'm also going to enlarge before I do that.
Okay. Then that makes sense. And then he's like, I think she'll be fine. Just keep an eye on her if you can. And of course, the crew members all nod. And Bob is like, if it becomes a problem, we'll notify the captain immediately. So the fact that you're enlarged and you've done this before, they're not too worried about it, but they're going to keep tabs on where you're at. So, but as you dive into the water, okay. As you dive into the water, let me get your icon right quick, and we're gonna do some stuff. Do. All right. So, as you dive into the water, are you swimming deep into the sea, or are you swimming at surface level? What are you doing?
How fast is the ship moving?
The ship's moving at a decent pace. It's not like high speed, but it's enough to keep track on their destination where you guys are trying to go to the Empire. So it's going at a decent speed, but it's not like it's going to outrun you. You could get back to the ship if needed to, depending on which direction or where you're going.
Yeah, if I'm not in threat of losing the ship, I'd probably go really deep.
Okay, so you go really deep into the ocean, and you see, as you get deeper, you see a purple light as you get deeper, and you feel the sense of something calling you.
Oh, I'm going to go directly to that.
You're going to go directly to that. Okay. So you go pretty deep, and you get down to this, what looks to be a purple aura. Almost looks like this aura of pure magic. Almost looks like a flame. And it's like this deep purple that is floating before you, and it's radiating this purple light that's shining on you and kind of illuminating the area. As you get close to it, you feel this bubble that forms around your head, so you're able to breathe air this deep. And the flame takes the form of a very giant, what looks to be a woman, much larger than you. You're assuming this is a deity of some sort, or that's to your conclusion. Okay, I changed the map, right?
Yes, you did.
Yes, okay, cool. So she, this flame, purple flame, giant woman, presents herself to you, and she looks at you and smiles with a very charming nature. It's like, Bubbles, we finally meet.
Yes, we finally meet, and you are.
I'm Nefani, a goddess, and one that's willing to help you on your journey, on your personal mission.
And my mission would be what?
You're wanting to kill a dragon, but not just any dragon. You're wanting to kill the Great, the Mountain Father, Dracus.
And you're willing to help.
I mean, I'm willing to help, yes, but I would also need your help in return with something.
So there's a cat.
Yes, because you can't get something for nothing, my dear. I can lead you or give you the coordinates to a weapon that you could come across on your journey at some point. I'll let you. I will give you said coordinates or notify you when you get close to it. But there is a weapon that is formed from two that could kill that dragon. All I ask in return is someone will reveal themselves to you and your crew, and I need you to make sure they survive. Protect them with your life.
Are you going to tell me who that one is?
You will know when they make their presence known.
I mean, sure. I'd make someone protect someone from dying, and I get a weapon to kill a dragon. Is that what you're saying?
Very much so. You protect this person that I have interest in, and you get a god-killing weapon. Or I'll help lead you to a god-killing weapon.
So how does this work? Do you give me a compass, a map? Do you point the direction?
And she starts, her body starts corporealizing into the aura again. You will know in time, Bubbles. Until then, keep your eye out. They will make their appearance soon. We will be in touch as her body disappears into the purple aura, into the deep blue sea, and the bubble. When she vanishes, when the purple light vanishes and you're just surrounded by the darkness of the sea, the bubble pops a minute later.
I mean, I'm at that point in time. I guess I'm gonna fly. Not fly. Swim up.
Mm-hmm. So you swim up, and you pop your head up out of the water, and you see the ship there. It's a little ways away, but it's not too far where you can't get to it if you decided to. All right, so that is Bubbles. What are you doing for the rest of the night? Bubbles, are you eventually going back on the ship, or are you staying in? Are you swimming?
I'm going to swim back to the ship.
Gonna swim back to the ship? Okay.
Yeah.
So you swim back to the ship and get back on the ship. Do you go back up to the crow's nest after? That,
No, I'm probably going to head over to my crew quarters.
Okay. So you head over back to your crew's quarters and retire there for the night.
I guess I haven't actually claimed one of these quarters yet.
We can do that. Actually, that's a good question. We probably should do that. We can do that off recording. You can figure out who's it's, what's it's, because there's as many beds as there are people.
Well, yeah. Well, typically crew members double up on beds one day, one night. That's neither here nor there.
Yeah. So, Bubbles, that is is Bubbles doing? Next up on the list is Tama. Oh my god. Okay. So Tama, you are asleep, correct?
Yeah.
Lovely, lovely. We would love that for you. So as you're sleeping, you have a very familiar. You are dreaming, and then all of a sudden you're taken out of said dream of whatever you're dreaming. You dream about Scarlet. Use your imagination. You are yanked out of the dream, and you are thrown into this space-like void, and you are very familiar with this setting, and you are standing before your two goddesses, the primordial goddess of death, soul, and the primordial goddess of life, Winter. And they're looking down at you as you see these other souls start popping up. Oh, wait. You haven't devoured all these souls, have you, or did you?
I think it was just 2 souls.
That's right, you still have the 2 souls.
Haven't eaten. But there was that one dude who was like, "Don't just eat my soul, eat my entire body."
There was
So
that
one's
guy.
iffy.
So you ate the cleric, Julio, and then you ate the
Wait, that was Harold.
Harold? Julio Harold. Sorry, Harold. Julio. What the fuck? Harold. So yeah, it was the cleric, and then you ate the demon, Ulamash. Okay, cool.
And then 2 souls I saved.
2 souls you saved, and then the one that's gone. Hal, the bard, is already gone. So you haven't done anything with those 2 souls for Jost and Evo yet, right?
Yeah, they're still just in my
Still
on my
just there?
person.
Okay, so the cleric is there, forms from light, and the 2 gods look at him and look at you, Tama, and they're like, "What is this?" Winter looks at you with sorrow in her eyes, and she's like, "You're devouring souls now?"
It seemed like a good idea at the time.
Winter and Soul kind of look at each other. House and Soul replies with, "How so? How would devour a soul be a good idea at the time, dear Tama?"
I learned how from some lady that I met who's a Volpez just like me.
They both say Scarlet.
Yes, Scarlet. Wait, how do y'all know Scarlet? Yeah, there goes my accent. It's like, how do you know Scarlet?
And Winter's like, "Sweetie, we watch you. We know, we've seen your interactions with her, young one."
Okay, that makes sense. Now, I'm eating souls to gain power, and I need power for vengeance.
And they both reply with, "Vengeance. We are aware of the souls, like, we are aware of what you want to do with your tribe, get revenge on your tribe. But how does this," and she points to the soul of the cleric. Soul's like, "How does this keep the balance between life and death that you've been sworn to do?"
Well, he isn't dead, technically, so that counts, right?
They both stare at each other. They're just like, "What the fuck is this?"
I don't know how to take this conversation.
And you're just like, I'm sorry, I devoured a soul. Num
I feel
num.
like a kid who's being scolded by his 2 lesbian mothers.
That's exactly what's happening.
It's like, what did you eat?
No,
Who
it's
told
straight
you
up.
to do
What's in your
this?
mouth? And then you just run away.
Harold.
Yeah.
So, Winter looks to Soul and she says, well, he did save Harold. And she ushers to the cleric from the form that he was manipulated in. And Soul's like, yes, but he didn't let the soul ascend to the afterlife. And they're kind of debating amongst themselves. And Harold's like, don't I have a say in this? And both the gods stop and they just look down at him and they're like, no. And Harold's like, sorry. And Harold just kind of grabs a hold of his staff, holds his staff. It's like, he bows, my apologies, Lee. My apologies. And they discuss amongst themselves. The sisters are staring at each other like a look says 1,000 words. Like they're having a whole conversation with just looking at each other and then looking at Tama. And Tama, you're just standing there going,
Am I still in trouble?
And they both turn to you. Yes.
That was off the table.
Oh, that's off the table. After a few moments, they look towards you, Tama, and Winter says, be careful about doing. She points to Harold, devouring souls. That could send you down a path that you might not come back from. And then Soul chimes in. You are fine for now with keeping the balance. Due to this soul's situation of being manipulated and alternated into an abomination, you preserved life as well as killing it. The keeping of the soul is pushing it. And both of them are saying at the same time, this is your warning. Keep the balance, Tama, of life. Winter says life and Soul says death and death.
In which case I'd have to ask, is there a way to undevour a soul? You know, like let them go.
They pause. And Soul says, yes. That's a very agonizing use of magic to do so. But it is possible if you find the right cleric. And Winter chimes in, and one that's willing to do so. And then it switches back over the Soul, and she says, doing this could risk your own soul. Which is why we say, be careful in how you proceed further. As from that point, Soul disappears into the darkness as Winter disappears into the light. And it's just you standing before Harold.
Oh, Harold, I know this is an awkward situation, and I don't know what you're going through, but I still need your power, at least until I finish my mission.
And then you hear another voice that goes, his power? Oh, that little cleric ain't gonna do nothing for you. As you see the demon that you devoured appear in this space that you devoured completely, not just soul, but body as well. The Great Tulamash. And he's laying like, floating in the air, kind of laying on his side. He's just like, those two seemed lovely.
Oh, they're my absolute favorite. Also, what are you still doing here?
I am trapped here like Harold. You devoured my soul after all. And my body.
I mean, only because you've asked nicely.
He floats over to you and he puts his hand underneath your chin and he lifts up your chin. And he looks at your neck. And he gets a grin on his face as he lets go. And then he floats back. Ulamash says, are you going to continue to devour more souls?
That is a difficult question.
That will give you more power after all.
Yeah, but Winter isn't all that pleased with the idea. I really like worshipping Winter.
There are far worse things than gods, Tama. Far worse things.
Also, do you want to be reunited with these other two? Because I could eat them or let them go.
Oh, if you ever ask me which one you should do, you should always devour them. Devour those souls. There'll be no use otherwise.
And Harold?
And Harold looks over to Ulamash and he's like, you have changed a lot. And Ulamash is, I was enlightened. I learned the ways. And Harold's just like, what others, who else do you have as far as their souls, Tama?
What were their names?
Evo and Joss.
Oh,
The tieflings, the two tieflings.
Oh, yeah, I got these two tieflings here.
And Harold's like, the monk and the warlock. And Ulamash is like, ugh, those two squares. Did you get Hal? The bard. But the bard was already dead by the time that you guys got there.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, he was already dead.
He was? Damn. I'm sure you could find his soul somewhere. Or if you go to the afterlife and yank it out. Ideas, Tama, ideas.
Many ideas. Also, I'm trying to like base decisions off of a scale of good and evil, and it still feels too neutral. Like there's not enough outside influences being like, you should really do it this way, or no, you should let him go.
Heard.
Well, Harold doesn't really say anything, but Ulamash is like, if you have a soul, devour it. Always. No questions asked.
Soul and Winter are like, you might not, come back. Something vague like that.
Who cares what those two think? This is on the table. Who cares what those two think? And he's like, they're just deities of life and death. Boring. There are far better things. And there are far more things you could learn by devouring this living and souls. And if you want to get your revenge, oh dear Tama, devouring souls is what you're going to have to do. And don't you worry, can help hide the souls that you devour from the two crones.
What about everyone else?
Act like you normally would and they will never know. It's not difficult. Just take the soul and devour it later when no one's around.
You raise some interesting points.
Of course I do, because this is how I got to where I am today. As he bows. Sorry, no, as he curtsies. He grabs a hold of his fancy clothing and curtsies. I am here to help and serve, oh dear Tama. You want to devour souls? I will lead the way and hide them from life and death. And they will never know as long as you don't tell them. And he says, don't fight the hunger. Always give in to it. Live by it. Enjoy it.
So, do you know something about this second mouth I've got?
You don't know about the second mouth yet.
Oh. Then I'll
Tama.
say, do you know anything about this wound that won't go away?
What wound? As he kind of looks at what wound?
This one on my neck, it hasn't healed at all.
Do you feel the wound? Tama?
You mean like I move my hand?
Do you move your hand to where it was?
Of course I do. My left hand.
Okay, so as you put your left hand on it, you feel not the wound. You feel a mouth.
Oh, gross. Or I could just be like, oh, what the heck is it? Is this?
And then you kind of lean your head back to kind of open it, and it opens, and you feel teeth and like a tongue,
And
like
naturally,
another
I
mouth.
I like retract my hand immediately, like, ugh!
The hand chomps out. The mouth chomps on almost bites your hand. And Ulamash is like, there's no wound there. There's another
Yes.
mouth, though.
Okay, I don't like this gift. How do I make the mouth go away?
You don't. It has its uses. Learn to utilize it. You will need it. And it can help you devour more souls, of course.
Oh my god, I can talk with one of my mouths full.
That'd be fucking freaky.
It would.
And as long as you hide that mouth, that second mouth of yours from your crew, they won't ever know either. They'll be none the wiser. And don't eat where you sleep. It's another thing. Don't eat your crew. Well, not yet, anyway. You gonna say anything else to Ulamash? Or you?
I think it's a lot to process. I was like, wow, it's lots of strong arguments to eat souls and not a lot to not eat souls.
As that GIF said, Ulamash says, "Don't shit where you eat." And Harold's like, kind of like, what the fuck? As he's just gonna vanish, disappear. Puncture mine, and Ulamash floats over to you, and he says, "This is gonna be a very wonderful friendship, Tama. Can't wait to see where this goes. Have high hopes." he winks at you and vanishes. And then it's just you and your thoughts while you sleep.
And then at one point in the story, I bet Colby's going to show up and be like, don't do it.
Oh, I'm sure. Oh, I am sure he will. So that is Tama. Next up on the chop block is Davey.
I
Yay. So, Davey, you are in bed dreaming. And, like, as you dream, you are brought forth. Ooh, let me just, get her out here. You. Oh, shit. You are brought forth before your goddess. She yanks you out of your dream. You were dreaming about pirate adventures or some shit. What would Davey normally dream about? What would be a typical Davey dream?
Donuts and double D's. Booty and
no
booty.
idea.
Booty and booty.
A booty and
So you're having a dream about booty and booty, and you are yanked out and brought forth before Nafani, your goddess. And she has a big old smile on her face.
this.
What'd you say, Tiff?
I said goddess.
She's like, Davey, it's been a minute.
Do I owe the pleasure?
Oh, I wanted to say congratulations to you can finally get into your ship and doing what I asked. I brought you here to give you a gift. A token of gratitude for completing the mission that I gave you, of course.
Goddess. Thank you.
And she waves out her hand as this purple magic forms around you, Davey. And you get that feature that gives you what? What was that feature called? A feat?
Oh, it was, it wasn't really a feat. It was,
It was something to do with Artificer, right?
yeah.
No. Yeah.
Yes, and it was repeating shot or something like that. And it is a thing that they can get whenever they enhance their weapon to where like they can have, like, if they run out of ammo, they can just continuously shoot with the magic bullets after that.
You
So-
have that now
Bet money.
as the blessing of Nafani. From a blessing from Nafani. Now you can fire magic missiles from your gun if you run out of bullets.
Cool.
And she, from there, Nafani says, so how are you enjoying your journey so far, young one?
It's a bit of a learning experience going from regular crewmate to captain, but
I'm sure you're doing well.
I would hope so. It's day one, so
And I see that you have a wizard on your boat.
yes, that's a pain in the ass.
She raises her ass.
Unfortunately, I can't really get rid of him, so
Yeah. I'm sure many have tried. and none will succeed because, like, that goddamn roach. Anyway,
She's
Uh,
like, I gated too.
he's like, so I saw that the witch blessed you with gifts for pretty much everybody in the party.
Oh yeah. I don't know what it is though, and like I pull out the little handkerchief. Well, it's wrapped around my hand at the moment, and so
Okay.
like I just lift my hand, and I go,
Oh.
yeah. I don't know exactly what it does, but it does help cover up, the tattoo and all that.
She's like, smart. That, my dear, is a. What was the item called? What was the item called? I don't remember.
I fucking know.
You have it. You should know.
I know I have it. The Well of Many Worlds.
That, my dear, is the Well of Many Worlds.
The Well of Many what now?
Well of Many Worlds. That thing. Let me look up what that does.
Here,
That does stuff and things.
Here. Boink. There you go.
You, my dear child, could use that to travel to another plane or a world if you choose to. That could be very useful.
She just stares at her hand where like the handkerchief is like. But how? What? I am aware that it's useful now, but why would I leave this world?
Well, you wouldn't necessarily leave. What is the mortal realm? Let me look up the name again. My personal D&D notes. Well, you wouldn't be leaving the world of Avatira, but you could leave Terran, which is the home of the mortals that the game is currently in. But you could leave Terran and go to one of the other parts of Avatira if you choose to.
Wait, hold on. So, hold on. Over the table.
Huh.
Does Davey know that there's like parallel worlds and universes and stuff like that?
Would Davey know the Avatira is a combination of like pocket realms that form a world?
I don't know. Let's see.
Davey know?
Does
you would with that 14, I would say you know like the base level information, but you don't understand how that works.
Okay, so she's like she kind of just like rubs her head just a minute. How? I know that there's other worlds, but.
And she's like, okay, sweetie. She
She's
waves
just
her
like,
hand.
I have confusion.
She waves her hand, and this purple aura forms into the tree that forms into that's the world. This is Avatira, my dear. You are here, and she points to one of the branches that has Terran on it. So you are here in the mortal realm. You could use the object that is on your wrist right now. If you find a way to utilize it, you could travel to another realm, another part of Avatira. Say, for example, you can go to Rivendell, which is over here. She points to the other side of the tree. You can go over here to Rivendell with it, technically. That's the realm with the elves and dwarves. You can also go travel in between the branches and the space between, or even you could even try to go to the underworld, the Obelisk, if you chose to. I don't know why you'd want to be brought to the God's salvation of damnation, but the choice is there. You can use this to travel among Savatira once you find a way to utilize that to your ship. Don't lose that. That could be your ticket to travel.
Yes, ma'am. Well, I plan not to.
Lovely. So, outside of that, enjoy your journey. You finally have your ship. You finally have what you want, and now you can travel the realms, or the realm currently, and get all kinds of treasure and all kinds of fun stuff on your journey. Oh, who do we lose?
Jacob?
We lost Jacob. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. Any whoosies. I guess Jacob will come back. I hope. I hope he didn't just leave. Hold up. I'm gonna see if he messaged me. Future Devin, edit this part out. Did he message me? No, he did not. Probably internet connection then.
Oh, James is still here.
I know, right? Where was I? She says, well, I'm gonna go ahead and before I go though, she stops and she points up her finger. Like, hold up 1 minute. There is something that's gonna happen soon that's gonna be a important decision. A choice that's gonna have to be made. There's going to be someone that's been brought to your attention that's important. And it's important you give them safe passage. When that time comes, dear Davy.
Oh, okay. Who is this person?
Remember when I told you about the witch and the inventor?
Yes.
It's the inventor.
Oh.
They will show themselves in time, and your job will be to guide them. Be the ship. Have them on your ship and take them along your journey.
Mom.
Lovely. And she smiles. And she's like, I'm going to go ahead and put you back into that dream you were having. With that... What was that? A 7-foot tall... orc woman?
Oh, no, of course not. That wasn't... No, was it? She's like questioning it, like, what?
As you think about, was it? You're yanked right back into the dream. And then last but not least, Colby. Yeah, you're last, right? You're left. Colby, so you are sleeping. You're having yourself a cat nap. Isaac. You there, Isaac?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, cool. So you're sleeping, right? And you're having a nice, good cat nap. And we're going to role play this out because I did not make a little map for you because I didn't think you were going to go to sleep. Anyway, so as you were sleeping, you are brought forth and you're having a dream of your temple that you grew up at, all that fun stuff. And you are presented by Pepperjack. Has shown himself to you. And he walks up to you. He's like, ooh, yeah, Jacob's internet dropped. So, Pepperjack, or as you know him as Pepperjack. So, Colby, how is your journey coming along? I take it you're having a very interesting time.
Oh, Father.
I don't know. It's just these things are happening, and I don't know what to do about them.
Things like
So-
what, young one?
So many things with magic and darkness in people's hearts that I don't know if I should do anything to change it, or if I should just be there for when they pass on so that they make their own decisions. I don't know what to do.
Pepperjack smiles and walks up to you and puts his hand on your shoulder in a reassuring way. Y'all can still hear me, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So I make sure because I thought my internet kind of went out for a second. I'm like, no. He puts his hand
My
on your
internet
shoulder. He puts his hand on your shoulder and he's like, young one, I sent you on this journey to help this group from falling. And I feel you can do that. Use your best judgment and the lessons that your fellow Tabaxi, your fellow clergymen. We'll use the term clergyman, sure. Your fellow clergymen have taught you about my ways. Be the guiding light. Be the guidance to them.
I see.
I have faith in you, Colby. There are going to be lessons and things that will happen along this journey that will test this faith. And test that if you should bother helping these people. But if I can pull through and lead me here, standing before you as a god, I know you can pull through.
Oh, Father, I believe you give me too much credit. You are divine and great, and I am just your humble servant.
I wasn't always. I was just like you once upon a time. With my own friends and people that I even considered family to an extent. And I had my own journey. I wasn't always a god.
That is very hard to believe.
Sometimes I think the same thing. It's like, sometimes I forget I was a mortal once. And he thinks, and he's thinking about Lilith, but he's not going to say anything about her. But sometimes you're going to come across people in your life, friends, Elixir family, maybe they're even on your crew. Do all that you can to make sure they follow the right path. But if something were to happen and they don't, it's not your fault. You did all you could. But I'd send you to them early enough before to hopefully stop what could come.
I will do my best.
And that's all we can hope for. That's all I can ask for. And he turns into a black cat and walks off into the woods past the chapel.
Pepperjack changed colors?
Huh?
I thought Pepperjack was a white cat.
He was white? Oh, well, okay, so he's a white cat, not a black cat. A white cat. Sorry, I forgot he was a white cat. A white cat. And he walks off into the woods. Color changing cat. It's a mood cat.
It's a mood cat.
And you go back to your normal a mood ring cat. Oh my god! And you go back to your dream or whatever your dream was, and you have a nice peaceful night's sleep.
Playing with the ball of yarn.
Playing a ball of yarn. Yeah, you're playing with a ball of yarn. Oh my god! And that is it. That's everybody, right? Yes. We done Tama. Yeah, that's everybody. Yay! Cool. So, as the night goes on and everyone's sleeping, dreaming, steering the ship, whatever, morning comes. And Boffice is still steering the ship. And then everyone kind of feels the ship stop. And then you hear Boffice yell, "Captain!" As Davey, you hear everyone running on top deck. The people who are up there running frantically.
Okay, I ran up.
You run up and you see everyone running to one side of the ship as some of the members that are up, that were the all night shift, were grabbing rope and ready to throw it overboard. And you walk over to the edge going, what the fuck is going on? You look over and you see a dwarven man unconscious floating in the ocean. And that is where we're ending today's episode. Dun dun dun. Who's this dwarven man? Why is he in the middle of the ocean? Will the devil in Thomas' head convince him to devour more souls? Find out next time. Until then. Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.